Welcome to the vCard Global Workshop. This is Cherie Collins. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tonight we've got a workshop where we're going to build a vCard for an orthodontist. If you're new to vCard, this is where you need to be. I'm so glad you made it. We're going to show you how to set up your vCard in just a few minutes. And I'm also going to give a presentation tonight on the vCard Global mobile app. We've got a new release that's coming out tomorrow. I'm going to show you some of the features. I'm going to show you how you can promote your business with the vCard Global mobile app. And I'm also going to show you a bug that Apple has. It's not something vCard has. It's an Apple thing out there. And so anyone who's using the iPhones needs to be aware of this. I will be sharing that with you tonight. So again, thank you so much for joining. At the end of the workshop, we'll leave some time here. If you have any questions, write them down now, and we'll try to answer those at the end of the workshop. So let's get started here. We start our workshop off with a very basic card. This is our card for Dr. Rebecca Cooperstein. And if you're new to vCard, this may be exactly what your card looks like now. In just a few short minutes, you can turn this into a great looking vCard that you can start marketing your business. And then, well, let's just do that. Let's get started. So I want to point out something very important. The bottom of the card, there is a very handy owner link. You click on that, it takes you to the vCard Global login. And I'm going to log in here with our username and password. And this is the vCard Global back office. And so if you are also new to vCard, if you're trying our 30-day trial and you are looking to upgrade, the upgrade packages are in here. They're right there on the left-hand side. You get 2 vCards plus an additional vCard, which you can use to market vCard. So it's a total of 3 vCards. And then you participate in the shared revenue plan. It's $149 a year. It's a great deal. And you get 2 vCards for $119 a year. Also a great deal, and 1 vCard for $69 a year. There's so many features you get with vCard. I mean, vCard is more than just a business card. We call it the world's smartest business card. It's also a personal website. It's your portal. It's everything about you, personal and professional, in one place. Let's get started and build our vCard. I want you to look over here on the right-hand side. It says edit your vCard. This is where we get into the editor, and that's where we're going to spend our time today. So I'm going to click on that, and then this will open up the editor. Now my editor has lots of cards in it, and I'm going to jump actually over to another screen here. Sorry for doing that to you. Here we go. So this is, well, this is not the right screen. One moment, please. There we go. So I've got a few different accounts here, so that's why we're jumping around in different screens right now. And here we go, the vCard editor. Perfect, that's where I wanted to go. So this is my vCard gallery. This is where the cards that we build here during the workshop, they go in here. And then people can use them to share with other folks and give them ideas on what kind of cards they can build for that industry. But what we're building tonight, no matter what industry you're in, this will be applicable to you. So let's go over to our new card. Now, when you first log in, you're going to be taken into the wizard, but that's for anyone who's new. You get taken right into the wizard. Today, I'm going to click on the link to the wizard, which is this blue button right here. I'm going to click on that, and this is the step-by-step process to build your card. Step 1, we add your contact info. In step 2, we aggregate all that social media, your important links, all your chat profiles. In step 3, we upload your photo and your logo. And then in step 4, we choose a design. So let's get started. You'll have your first name, your last name, your email address will already be there. Then you can add in your business name. And your job title. Put in your address here. Now, if you have a physical location, you'll put in your street address. If you work from home, you don't want to put necessarily in your street address, but you do want to make sure that you put in your city and state or the region where you are. or the country where you are. That way people know where you are located, at least approximately, right? And then if you have a physical location, we also have the ability for you to click this button here. It says Show Map It button. This adds a map button to your card. And anyone who clicks on that map button, it opens up the navigation technologies in their phone and it takes them right to you. So it's nice, handy, easy to do. You can put your website here, but again, vCard in itself can be your website. So you may not need to build another website if you don't have one. You can just use vCard because it is an online brochure. It's all the information about your business. You can add videos. There's so much you can do. For the phone number here, I just added some dashes to make this more readable. When it first comes into vCard, that phone number doesn't have any dashes. So please add a few to make that readable. And then you can add additional phone numbers. Anytime you update any of this information too, this is anyone who you've exchanged this vCard with will now have your most up-to-date information. So I tell folks, you know, vCard is for life. Set up your vCard and you can use it. Even if you change careers, you change jobs, you move across the country, you move, to another part of the world, anyone you've ever exchanged that card with will still have your most current information. That's one of the beautiful things about vCard that I love is it is always up to date. I don't know about you, but I've got a lot of business cards, a lot of paper cards that don't work anymore. I can't find that person. So I've completely lost touch with them. I could go and try to find them, on LinkedIn or other places, but this is the easiest way to contact them is just to have their vCard and always have their current information. So I'm going to click continue to our next step here where we aggregate our social media. And we've got 16 different social media that you can add. And I'm going to add my Facebook page for Parkside Orthodontics. And what I do is I go to the page that I want to add, and I just highlight that whole URL path. I right-click, I copy it, and I bring it back over to the editor, and I right-click, and I paste it in. Let's do that as well with their Twitter feed here. So I right-click, copy that information, bring it back over to the editor, right-click and paste. 16 different social media, so I'm sure we've got every social media that you can think of. And then we have the next section here is for your chat profiles, reach me online, so your Skype. Make that easy for people. If you use Skype a lot and you want people to be able to communicate with you, put it there. Your WhatsApp, your WeChat. Make sure your Zoom meeting information is on here, your join.me information, Viber, Google Hangouts, they're all here. So this is another section, real important. It just makes your life easier. People can just easily connect with you through your vCard. The next section is called important links. I love this. This creates efficiency in your business. If you're a real estate agent, maybe you want to put here your real estate listings. So you would put like your residential listings and a link to Redfin. And you could click on this little plus sign and add a second one here, and you could add one for your commercial listings. We also have people who will put the address of the real estate listing and maybe like 3 bedrooms, 4 baths and link directly to that listing. The portfolio is used by not only artists, but by contractors and all types of businesses that have a portfolio, architects. And so you can just put the name, say view my portfolio and a link to that. The same would be true for book online. So a lot of folks will have an online appointment scheduler and through a third party, and like Schedulicity is one of those, or BookFresh. And you just create a book and appointment online. So create a call to action, and then you would put a link here to your scheduling system. Purchase my books. We have lots of folks who use this too. We have authors, we have teachers, coaches, all kinds of folks. You can put the name of the book here and then a link to that book where it can be purchased directly on Amazon or eBay. You can put your affiliate link here so you can get, you can get paid if someone purchases a book. Shop online is for eBay and Etsy and Amazon and anyone who has an online store. You could also be a distributor of multiple products from multiple companies, and you can put links to those here. This is just to create, these links will show up at the bottom of your vCard on the very first page. So it just makes a nice, convenient way. You can just send people there. and say, hey, my stores or the link to purchase that, yeah, it's on my vCard. Just scroll down to the bottom. You'll see the link there. The same is true here for police support. This is for nonprofits that you support. This is for churches you're involved in. This could be for a fundraiser that you're currently involved in. So any sort of things that you support that you want people to know about, that you want to promote, this is where you would put that information. And then additional sites is for information that's just doesn't fit into these other categories. You have that ability to add some other sites as well. Let's continue to the next page. And here we're going to add our photo and our logo. I'm going to upload my photo right now from my computer. And I just have to browse to the right place on my computer for that. The photo is important. This photo is not only going to show on your vCard, but it's also going to show when you text this vCard to someone, when someone else texts this vCard to someone else, when they refer you. When you share this by email, the email that comes through will also have this picture on it, and it gets downloaded into your phone and your contacts, into the vCard Global mobile app. So a picture, people don't always remember a name, but people do remember your photo, your face. So definitely make sure you get a photo of yourself on your vCard. It's very important. It makes you memorable. And then let's also add our logo here. We can upload that. And it asks me to name it, so I will just give it a name here. And I will click Save. And then I will continue to the next section, which is where I get to choose a design. Now, in here, when you get to this point, you can see you've got a really nice card coming together. See, that's just so nice. Now we get to choose a design, and then when you click on any of these rectangles, it brings up a bunch of colored choices below. You can go through and try different designs in different colors. We've got black ones, we got bold colors with all different types of buttons. And the thing about the designs here is you also can customize the background and the buttons and everything to match. So that actually might be something that I might do for her. Well, this actually matches pretty good. I think I'm going to go with this color. That's great. But you can work to match things specifically to meet. Let's do this one instead. There we go. You can match exactly your colors. You can change the background color. You can change button colors. You can change font colors. So you do have that ability in vCard. I'm going to choose this design and click the Finish button. And that is our wizard I've just gone through. And now this card is live, and Rebecca can start to market her business with it. Just like I said, we did that in just a few minutes, so anyone can do the wizard. It's very easy. And now I'd like to show you, now that she's got her card, let's look at the vCard Global mobile app. The vCard Global mobile app is a tool that you can use to really help you promote your business. And it's just coming up here now for me. Let's see here. My phone is just connecting with the computer. It's still looking. Sorry about that, guys. There it goes. Okay, we got it. And it will be showing on the screen here in just a second. There we go. All right, so this is my phone, and I'm going to show you the vCard Global mobile app. I'm going to click on the vCard Global mobile app, and this is where you sign in. So if you're brand new to vCard, you should have received an email, a welcome email as well. That welcome email will have on it your vCard name and your security code, but you can also log into vCard, and right here on the editor homepage of the vCard, you also can get your vCard name and security code, which I'm going to now add. And when you log in with your vCard name and security code, you will also it's good that you can log into multiple devices, and all the information that you save will be attached to that. So that's why you want to pick one card, with one security code, because all your groups, all your contacts, all your notes, any of your settings, everything that you've set up in this app, you can then get a new phone or log into another device, and you'll have all that information ready for you. So this is the vCard Global mobile app. I'm going to click on Rebecca's card here, and she can start to share immediately. So we've got this share button here. I'll just show you how that works. I'm going to click on the share button, and I've got a choice. I can share by email or share by text. Let's just do a quick share by text so you can see what this looks like. Wow, look at that. See, we've got our picture there. This is what's going out. And I'm going to share this to someone. It's got, let's just do it right now. And we'll send that off. And there it came back to me. We'll click on it. And there we go. So what happens is if I click on this link, I'm not even sure what's going to happen. Let's see. It's probably going to say it's already in my contacts. You have tapped your own link. Do you want to view your card? Yes, I want to view my card. Thank you. So this is your card. When you send it to someone who doesn't have the vCard Global mobile app, they can use this download vCard right here, and that will download it into their phone, okay? So we'll download all of your information into their phone, and they'll have it on the native contacts. They can also, if they don't have the app, they can also use this share button, and this is where you just type in an email address, and it will send out a quick referral. It's a great way to get referrals, so they can do it that way. For you, though, when you're sharing, let me show you some of the new features that we've got here with vCard. So I'm going to go back to my contacts, and I've got a few people who've been sharing cards with me, so I'm going to go to my text messages here, and I'm going to just go through and look at a few of those text messages. So here we go. Well, that's an interesting card. There we go. It says this user is not in your contacts. Do you want to add this to your list? So I can either add it to my contacts here, or I can view the card. Now if I click view card, let's do that first. It will open up here. And I've got this user here. Interesting. And then I have also this button here. If I want to add Michael Fitzpatrick to my contacts, I can click on Add to Contacts. So I can click on that, and that automatically adds that. And then I can go to Michael's profile here, and I can see it. So this is now Michael did not have his profile picture set up properly, so I may have to talk to him about that. Let's go look at some other folks that are in my contacts as well. And who else do we have in here? I know. We've got James in here. So we've got James Henderson in here, and I can click on his link here. And it says it's not in my contacts, so I can click on Add to Contacts where it automatically adds it. I can click on Go to his contact here. And then if I want to view his card, you see here we've got the View Card, and I can click on that. It will open up his card. I can also share his card by text or email. You can just open that, see, by text or email. I can download his contact directly into my phone if I want it in my native contacts on my phone. Or I can follow him as well. I'm going to click follow. So now that I'm following James, if James makes any changes, if James adds a coupon or special, okay, or if James adds an event that he's putting on or wants me to know about an event, that will show up in my notifications. So I'll show you where your notifications are. So let's go back here to my contacts. You can see the contacts that we have in here so far. And the notifications are this little button right here. There's a clock. You click on that, and that's where you can see notifications. Right now, we've got the only notification there is that we've got a new app build out. And that's where you can also see any notifications vCard has for you. And like I said, notifications here that maybe James might have for me or Michael might have for me if I'm following them. A quick way to add a contact is you can just click on Add Contact, and then you can just type in the name, the vCard name. So I'm going to say vCard Demo, add this contact, and go to Celine's profile here. And then you can see I can click on View Card, and it will also open up her card. So that's how you can easily add contacts. And like I said, it makes it easy. If you've got a network of people that you are working to promote their business and they're promoting yours, get everybody in vCard. Get them all in vCard, because this little ability to share and share by text and share by email makes your life so much easier. The other thing that you should know about here is, let's go back to the home screen, and on settings. On settings, you have a ability here to manage messaging when sharing right here. Let's click on that. Right now, this is the default message that's going out. But if you want to create a secondary message, and this is for those of you who have more than one vCard, especially like James, you saw he has more than one vCard. If he wants to have a different message that he sends out, he has one for his entrepreneur card. He has another one where he sends it out for the other business that he has. If he wants people to see a different message, he can add one by clicking on this pencil icon right here in the top right corner. I click on that, and I can call this, my other message, or I can say James's message. So if I'm promoting James's business, I might even call it James, message, right? And then I would have my text here that I would send out every time with James's card. And I just save it. You can have a bunch of different messages here. So now when I come back here to share James's card, so I go back to my contacts, I click on James's card. If I want to share it, I click on share. So let's say I want to share by text. Now look at it, gives me a choice. I can choose which message I want to go out. So I can say I want to choose James's message, and it will use that message now when it sends it. So that's the beauty of vCard, and how you can easily refer your card to other people, but people can also refer you business through it. One thing I want to show you that's important to know for all of our iPhone users out there, there is a bug that Apple has in the system, which is causing lots of marketers out there lots of problems, and you should be aware of it too in case this happens to you. So I'll show you this first. What's happening is people are sending out their card and the link is not clickable, okay? So I've got an example in here, right here. You look at that, I can't click on that link for Gloria here. It's not clickable. Now, and that is happening, I think it's because she's not in my contacts yet, okay? And somehow it's trying to protect me. But what happens though is James did the same thing. James and I did an experiment, and this is something that's being posted all over the web right now, because everyone's having the same exact problem with the links, and Apple's working to fix this issue. But James and I had this the same issue happened earlier. So he sent me this first card, and this link was not clickable. So I said, James, send me another card. Send it to me again. The second time he sends it to you, both this link started to work and the link on the first card started to work. So the thing is if you're sharing your card with someone and the link isn't there and they can't see it, just send it to them one more time. Just send it to them a second time, and then the links will all work. Hopefully, Apple will have that fixed soon. So wanted to point that out to you, and I think that is it for our demonstration tonight on the app. So I'm going to stop mirroring that. There we go. And let's get back over here to the editor. Again, here's your security code, and that's your information here. And this is the card that we've been working on. We just went through the setup wizard, which is this blue button right here. And now we are on the editor homepage. The next tab over, this just repeats what you did in the wizard. It's the contact information, nice and handy right here. Your contact information, social media links, your picture and logo, okay? That's where it is. You can pick a new design here. You can change your design. We've been through that through the wizard. And then the page editor. Now, this is the real power of the vCard editor. This is where we can start to add pages. We can start to add additional content to our vCard. And we've got some content to add today, so let's have some fun with that. I'm going to add some pages right now. I click on this blue button here, add a page, and I can click get a consultation. That will be my call to action. And let's add, I'm going to do a before and after page. I'm going to do a braces page, and about page. So I've got a few pages here that I'm going to add, and you can see here that's pretty easy to do. If you want to make a change to a page, like you want to change this about to a different title, just click on the page name, and right up here you can say, I could just change this to Meet the Doctor, and click Change Name. If you want to reorder your pages, these up and down arrows, you just click and you drag and you drop. Click, drag, drop. Click, drag, drop. You can reorder all of your pages there. Very easy to manage and add pages. And I'll tell you, we've got folks who have 20, 30, 40 pages on their vCard. You can also add sub pages too. So you have the ability to add, pages under other pages. And so this here allows you to change a level and makes a page a sub page. Well, I'll just show you since we're talking about it. You click on change level and you can say, I want this to be a sub page of braces. And then you click save. And then over here, you can see what we just did in our menu. And I'll give it a second. It's just thinking. And it's still thinking. And I don't know why it wants to continue to think. That's not good. Come on, little guy. I'm going to just refresh this page altogether and see if I can get it out of that mode. There we go. All right, so we'll go back to the page editor. And I'll show you over here on the menu. There is the before and after right under there. And if you don't want it to be under there, you just click on that again, change level, and you can just say it's a subpage of none. There, and now it's back again. So that's how you add and manage your pages. Now let's add some content. I'm going to go over here to the Meet the Doctor page, and I am going to add a text block. These are all the blocks. Wow, look at, we've got lots of blocks you can add, but the block you're going to add the most is your text block. You're going to add image blocks. You're going to add photo galleries and slideshows, and you'll add videos as well. So we're going to add those things today to this page. We'll start with the text block. This is a typical WYSIWYG editor, or an editor that you would use even on your email or Word. And I've got a Word doc here where I've got a bio written up. So I'm going to go grab that. I like to write my bios up first in Word just because I can wordsmith it here and I don't have to worry about my internet going down or losing my page session or something like that. I just don't want to lose my text. So I typically will write it outside. And I'm going to just highlight that and copy all this and bring it back over. And then I'm going to right click and paste all my copy in here. And I can see, well, that actually looks like it might look okay. So I'm just going to click add and see how it goes. Sometimes I do a little more formatting on it. And I am just having issues tonight, aren't I? Sorry about that. It doesn't want to add doesn't want to add at all. Let's click add again. There we go. Wow, not sure why it was not responding there, but we've added our copy, and you can see what you've added over here. You can see exactly what it's going to look like. And I can come back over here and I can even, there may be some styling here that I've brought in from Word. I can actually get rid of that if I want to. So I can, I'm going to get rid of that extra bullet point there. I might highlight all this copy here. And I can see right here it says clear formatting. I can click that. Yeah, see, it changes the styling. I can do that. It clears the formatting. It changes it so it's the default styling, the default fonts that I have here for this card. So I just clean that up a little bit. When you're working with your card, you want to type in, let's see how this looks. It looks okay. You want to type in small paragraphs. These paragraphs are actually even a little bit too big because people need to scan. They like bullet point lists, so bullet point lists are good. But you definitely want to make sure that you break up your text into little small paragraphs because it's just easier for people to read. And if you can, highlight the things that are important. So highlight things that you want to stand out so people will read those things. And I am going to press save. So yeah, you can see how that's just a little easier to read since I've broken it up into smaller paragraphs. Now I'm going to add another picture too. So oh, I didn't mean to edit. So that's my edit button, is the little pencil there. I'm going to click on this add new block, and I'm going to add an image. So I will upload an image here. And you could put your profile photo here. I've got a picture here of the doctor working on a young patient. So I have to name the file. Now, anytime you add an image, you can also link that image to either an external page or one of your internal pages. You could also add captions to this as well. So you could do a little caption if you want. I'll add save, and I've added my picture here. Now, if that picture is a little too big for what I want, it's kind of hard to see on this picture here, but in the right-hand corner, yeah, now you can see it. You can just click that right-hand corner. You can drag your picture and resize it. See? You can resize it to where you want it. And I could add another picture here. I'm going to go to the bottom of the page, and I always like to add, if you can, add a little something personal. If you're in a type of business, especially a professional business where you want to connect with people on a personal level. She's got a picture of her family here. I thought that was really a nice touch. So it just adds a little bit more to have a personal picture. It could be you with your family, could be you with, windsurfing or doing something that you love. So there we go. Let's add now some more information here. Let's add some braces. So we have some brace types that we can add. I'm going to click on add a new block. I'm going to click on text. And let's come back over here. And I've got some different braces that I want to add. And I'm going to add these as each of these as a separate block. And I will do it this time. I will clear the formatting on these so that I know that this is nice and clean. And then I will click add. So I've got a little block here. And if I want to, I can also add a picture. I've got some pictures to go with these too. That just adds some interest here. This is great for services if you can add an image and then just a little paragraph about that service. That works great. It also works well for, obviously, for products too. So we've got metallic braces is here. And that picture's way too big, so I'm gonna make that really small. So we got metallic braces. Then we can add, we'll just add another one or two here so you get the idea. So I'll go back over to my Word doc here, and I will get ceramic braces now. I'm going to just copy that information. Now, I'm in Firefox, and you see I just right-hand clicked, and I got, I don't have the paste element. If you put your cursor right next to that cursor, the blinking one, there you go. You get the paste. You can also use Control-V. I usually use Control-V. Those are your keyboard ones. I like Control-V for paste, Control-C for copy. And we'll click add for this. And then I can click on here. I can add another image. Now, the other thing too, well, let's add this image. I'll show you. Here's our ceramic braces. There we go. And I also want to make that a little smaller too. So you can see what you're doing over here. I can see exactly what this looks like. You can see how this is really coming together pretty nicely. Let's just add one more here for the fun of it, right? We'll come back over here and we'll add the Invisalign. And we'll add one more image here. Click on image. So this can go pretty fast. You just have to kind of get all your stuff together ahead of time. And let's see here. Oh, this is the Invisalign. There we go. And that is too big as well, so I make that smaller. I can see again over here, I can see exactly what it's going to look like. Now, if I want to reorganize these are the same as the pages. You've got these little arrows. You can move blocks around up and down. So if she says, you know, I really want to be promoting the Invisalign as my top product, she can just move this product, you know, to the top of the page just by dragging and dropping. That's why I like to also put things in small little blocks like this, because it just makes it easier if at some point I want to move things around. Just gives you more control, just makes it easier to edit your page later on. So I'll just move that up there. I'm just clicking, dragging, dropping. Great. So we've got some nice information about the braces here that she offers. We can do some before and after images too. So let's see here. There's a few ways that we could do that. Let's do photo slideshow for before and after. We'll see how that works out. So I'm going to upload an image, and let's see here. I've got morph over by before. These are beautiful images, aren't they? Morph before. And then I am going to click another upload here, and I will do morph over by after. And you kind of have to experiment with vCard, and that's really the fun of it, is, you know, to see, well, what's going to work best for me. So I'll click save here, and I'm going to add the slideshow. And I've got my, you can view it over here, my before and after. Now, she can also add here captions is what you would add on this. So I can click on the edit button again here, and I can go back and I can edit this, and I can say morph overbite. Before, and click save. And then I can say morph overbite after, and click save. And now let's save it. And now you can see here that it adds the caption here. And there's a little too much space here for my liking between here and the slideshow. And so, you know, maybe I would rather do this not as a slideshow. Maybe this would be better just as before and after. So the other way that you can do before and afters is just click on image. And I'm just going to upload a before and after image here. So I'll do this morph crowding one now, I guess. So we've got this one here before. And then I can click on the after picture. So you experiment, you try different things, you see what works, what you like best, and that's what's really fun. People will spend, you know, this is a great way to figure out what's going to work, how to communicate your message to people. You come in here, you can experiment, and then you can go and share it with people, share it with friends and family and colleagues, and, you know, if they can understand what your message is and what you're trying to communicate through the card, then you're doing a great job. And it's really, I just can't tell you how much fun it is just to come in here and try to add your own content and build that out. So we've added that. You know, one thing that we forgot to do was add a video here, and I've got a video here that I wanted to add for Invisalign. So this is a YouTube video. And when you add your YouTube video, you want to click on the share button, and then we want to come over here to embed. You always want to grab the embed code. With YouTube, you want to make sure that you uncheck show suggested video when the video finishes. And that is because if you don't, it will show other videos. They may not be your videos. You don't know whose videos they are going to be. So make sure that's unchecked. Then grab your embed code and then bring it back over to vCard. And let's see here, we want to add a little video for Invisalign, so we can click on Add New Block. And I can click on YouTube video here. And then I just paste in my embed code here and add. And that's how you add a video. Really, that's how easy it is. Okay, add your video there. And then, you know, you probably want to then go around and maybe you want to change up this and put like the Invisalign braces here. And, you know, you have to, this is what I'm talking about, sort of playing with your vCard and seeing how you can best, you know, tell your message to folks. So, yeah, that actually works pretty well. Now what I would do is we want to get a consultation. This is going to be our contact form, our lead generator. So I'm going to click Add New Block. And we have this ability here to add your contact form. So I'll click on Contact Form. You can have more than one contact form. You know, like real estate agents might have a buyer's form and a seller's form. So I'm going to have contact here. And then you would put in your email address here. And if she also had an admin who was going to receive these, she could have their email address on here too. And then you choose what fields you want to display on the form. So I'm going to say first name, last name, email address, and I'll say phone number. And I could add here, this is anything I want to put here. So I could just add something like as simple as comments. You click Add, and that has added my form here. Needs a call to action, so I click on Add New Block, and I'm going to add text block now. Always put a call to action before your contact form. So contact me for a consultation. Or it could even just be consultation contact. Consultation contact. And I could add a little instruction, please complete the following form. And we will get back to you. You could say, you know, within the next 24 hours or whatever. So I'll click consultation contact. You do have some choices here. You have some headers that you could format this at. So I could say I want that as a header too. I want it centered, and I'll click Add. Great, there we go. So we've done some great work tonight. We need to, whenever you're working on your vCard, you can see here, my vCard is unpublished. It's in red here. Whenever you're working on vCard, in order for people to see the changes you've made, you need to publish that. So let's publish our vCard changes now. And then if we want to go and view our vCard, we can click on View Live Card. And now Rebecca really is ready, isn't she? She's really ready to go out there and start marketing her business. She's got a nice little bio about her. She's got some information about some of the braces that she offers. And there's so many things more that she could add. She could add new patient forms on here or about financial aid. I think I would play with this page a little bit with the before and afters a little bit more. So she could do that. And then she's got her contact form. If you fill out this contact form, this information goes, like I said, directly to them by email. But this information also will get sent to, will be stored for you in vCard. And let's submit. And then if we go back over here to vCard, and on the editor homepage, when you scroll down, here's our contact form leads. Here's our QR code and our RSVPs. That's if you add an event. You can also add an event and you can store all the RSVPs here. I'm going to click on the contact form leads, and I click on this. It tells me select which form. Well, I only have one form, so I'll click that. And then you can see here my strange phone number, but my information is here. You just export all of that lead information into a CSV, and you can import it into your own CRM system that you're using too. So that same functionality works when you add an event. The difference is with the events and with the coupons, if you add one of those things, people can follow them through the vCard app. They'll receive a notification. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us and sticking with me through this presentation tonight. I'd love to open it up now